Chess kids, we know how FunMasterMike likes to play the move e4 on move 1, but I'm about to show you the most misnamed opening in chess. What do I mean by that? Well, there's the dragon, but you know, black's pawn formation looks a little like a dragon. There's the queen's gambit, where you're literally gambiting a pawn. There's the Alekine's defense, and I think Alekine played it at least once. Somebody check me on the accuracy of that. But today's opening is called Scholar's Mate, and Scholar's Mate happens in 4 moves. And if you lose a game in 4 moves, are you really a scholar? I mean, after all, there's something called the Scholar Chess Player Award, but that's given to good chess players. So anyway, I don't know why we call it the Scholar's Mate. We may want to change the name to the Oopsie Daisy Mate, but here's how it happens in 4 moves. Okay, we've got 1 for each side. Now, if white wants to be a little bit clever about what he or she is up to, bishop c4 would be the second move. Of course, that targets the weak pawn. Now, black could actually play a sensible move like knight f6, and it's not like knight c6 is unsensible, but that does allow white to play queen h5 on the 3rd move. And then a lot of kids, if they've never seen this coming before, they play knight f6 because they're like, hey, I was taught to develop, toward the center, to the happy square, and also to attack, that wins a tempo, right? Actually, no, it does not win a tempo. It forces the queen to go where she wants to go anyway, and queen takes pawn is checkmate on the 4th move. The queen does all the heavy lifting. She checks the king and takes away the escape square. But of course, the bishop is the friend. Everybody needs a friend in life. The bishop makes sure that the queen cannot be captured. Don't believe me, I'll try to capture. It's not working because you can't put yourself in check. Uh-oh, danger, Will Robinson. It is checkmate. Now, you actually might want to go for this in reverse order if you're trying to win a game in 4 moves. So let's go back to e4, e5. If you play queen h5 on the 2nd move, this is actually a little bit more common way of going after the checkmate, because although you're not really hiding your intention of going after f7, it does present somewhat of a secondary trick. Some people playing black will get totally worried about this f7 idea, and they'll play g6. Okay, well that certainly stops queen takes f7, but it opens up a new trick. The queen now takes this pawn, which is a fork of the king and the rook, and no matter how black blocks, such as say with the bishop, then queen takes, and guess what? It's still 4 moves. It's not exactly checkmate, but you are up a rook and a pawn. You're going to win at least a knight or a pawn on the next turn, and I do believe that white is going to win pretty much all these games. So that's kind of a corollary 4-move win. Although not technically checkmate, it does get the job done. So Scholar's Mate, yeah, I don't really think scholars play this because black could actually stop it. Just one more live look at what happens if somebody double attacks your f7 pawn. If we can go back to this position, when the queen and the bishop are both bearing down on the pawn, black can just play queen e7, queen f6, there's other moves too. That actually would make you a scholar. So again, a really weird name for an opening, Scholar's Mate. I like Oopsie Daisy because white went for a cheapo and black fell into it. But there you go, that's how you win a game in 4 moves, and now you know.